Hi, what's up? It's your girl Crancake Karabo. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. It's Sunday, the 22nd of October, but by the time I upload this content, it'll be some other day. Alright, I changed my hair, just in case you didn't notice. I didn't really change it. I just took the same twists and I put them in different directions. Cause I'm tired of wearing wigs and yeah, I want to enjoy my hair. So what's up? My acne's clearing. I don't know if you can see. Come a little bit closer. No, my acne's not clearing. My acne is cleared. I just need the hyperpigmentation is what's clearing. It's fading. The dark spots very soon. All of me going to look like the front of my face. So praise God for that. Yeah, look. I'm in a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, a lot of all things nasty. And like it is what it is. No, not really, actually. Hey, yes, then I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like, God, my heart is so broken. My heart is so broken. It is so hot in here. I don't even want to put the scarf on here, but I want to just cover up this area because this is a spaghetti top, strappy sort of, more or less. Not really spaghetti. You get my point. It's not thick enough. Okay. Yo, guys, wow. Okay. Like, okay. Anyway, yeah, look. Oh, goodness. Like, I feel like I even want to pause over here just to gather my thoughts. I'm hurting. I'm just in a lot of pain. I don't understand why this is even my life. I don't know how things got here. I told you in one of my videos 2 or 3 days ago that every day I say to myself in the morning when I wake up, whenever, really, why is this even my life? But it is. It's my life. And I just gotta take it in my stride. Oh, goodness gracious, what's going on? Like, even like when I changed my hair to look like this, because I wanted a different hairstyle for whatever, while it's still freshish, starting to grow out, but it's freshish. I was like, why bother? Why change it? Like, there was a time when I was able to sport my afro. Just do what I want with my hair out there in the wilderness and get to be seen with my hair. Yeah. I am recording into a camera to just like upload on a platform that is refusing that I should be heard, and so no one is even going to see my new hairstyle. Just stuff like that. I'm just wondering, why is this even my life? Why is this even my life? But it is, you know, because like there have been determinations made that this is going to be my life, and that's just it. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna merely exist and sit in a hot room. Hot room. Yeah, see, this environment is so boiling that I frankly blame it for even the fact that I had to go on retinol and vitamin C just to close up my pores, because I feel like my pores would not have yawned like this if they did not have to need to breathe so much, given that they were in such a suffocated environment that is so hot. That is so hot. There's barely any ventilation and there's nothing I can do. I can't leave. I can't get out of it. Like, you know, this is where I do my videos. This is where I do my edits. Like, I just have to deal with the heat. I just have to deal with it. So essentially, I've been set up for failure. Yeah. I've been set up for failure by people. And I'm having to keep myself held together with sticky tape. But somehow, God Almighty has made it work. He's made it work. I was able to recover my skin, but using products. My skin would not have had to have such yawning pores. If I were to live in an environment that's ventilated, I would have a fighting chance in terms of anti-aging. I would have a fighting chance. But I am in a hot, suffocating room 24 hours a day. Only time I get reprieve is in the evenings. It is what it is. We combat aging, we combat skin issues, given that I've gone nowhere doing nothing, in an environment that's making it hella difficult to succeed in that regard. People who bake, like I bake, but I haven't been, but whose lives are spent in a bakery, always by the oven, they age faster because of all of that heat coming from the oven. So if you're a baker, you gotta take extra precautions to make sure your skin doesn't fall apart. But I'm not even a baker, but I'm always in an oven. So, I mean, the fact that I look like this at 39, thank God for good genes and thank God, period. Because he has made sure that somehow I'm kept together with sticky tape. I brought back my yawning pores from the precipice of death using vitamin C and retinol. but I gotta get out of this environment to see exactly how well my skin will recover when I am in a properly ventilated environment 24 hours a day. I'm not always in some hot ecosystem. We'll see just how much I get back, what I would imagine I've lost. Yeah, story of my life. Always just hot and bothered, can't stand summer. Winter is better. So half the year I'm pretty much okay, and then the other half is just, yeah, rubbish 24 hours a day. Just rubbish. 24 hours. Yonke and fella rubbish. But despite that, you know, God brought me back. All I'm struggling with now is acne. But God forbid should I lose vitamin C, God forbid should I lose retinol. But the Lord has made sure that I don't lose retinol or vitamin C. I apologize for the speech lag, because after everything of mine was frozen, my mother decided that she'll give me 500 rands. So with it, I buy retinol, vitamin C, real cheap alternatives from what I would much rather buy off the market if at all I had my own money. And also, you know, my collagen inspiring food, my drinks, my moringa, my cocoa, the chia seeds and sunflower seeds and linseed and rosemary and hibiscus, all these things that I bargain hunt to purchase fenugreek. They somehow have helped me, you know, hyper produce collagen from inside my body, so that, you know, outwardly I still pop and I still glow and I still shine. I'm 39. I didn't intend to rhyme, but if I did, I guess I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. I made a rhyme in no time. Anyway, that was a side joke. I don't think anybody laughed because my situation is sad. Anyway, having been set up for failure, I work out. I'm gonna go back to exercise. If anything, I'm going to work out today. It is Sunday. I usually exercise Monday to Friday, but I had taken 2 weeks off, pretty much to get healed from a cough that I had. You guys remember that? It's no longer there. There's nothing going on in my chest. I've cleared. I'm healthy, but I'm depressed because of having not worked out, having rested, chosen that so my body can recover. Now I've recovered, so tonight, like this very evening, I am going to exercise. I have to, even though it's a Sunday. I can't, like, I'm just so, like, I'm just depressed. Okay, my phone also, that's another thing that's giving me problems. Like, I've got a phone that, you know, is glitchy, it is twitchy. Yeah, speech lag is a thing. And it is on this very device that I'm also recording my exercise, so we don't really know what's going on. We don't really know what's happening in these uneasy streets, but whatever, it's happening, so we gotta take it in our stride. I'm gonna go back to exercise today after 2 weeks of not working out. Not really sure what that has done to my strength, you know, my squats, the quality of them. I don't know what that's done to my stamina. I guess we'll have to see today, but I should quickly catch up. Right, the speech lag is really giving me a hard time. I can't stand it, but it's there anyway. I should catch up quickly, because, you know, muscle memory is a thing. Blessedness, hallelujah, amen. Do I have with muscle memory? Look at this, like, why in the world is my phone speech lagging like this? Is it because it's hot in this environment? What am I supposed to do exactly? Kidding, because the other phone is just like switches off from Jeffella like that. The iPhone is the only one that works out for me. I mean, look at this. Like, what is going on? God have mercy on me. But it's all I have. It's all I have. As long as you hear me, that's all that matters. I'm trying to talk, but I'm distracted by the lag. But it's cool. You can hear me. I'm audible. That's all what matters at this present moment. Exercise, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. Work out 5 days a week. I am commencing a fast from tomorrow, because today's the last day that I am on those antibiotics. So you gotta eat for that stuff. And the cough syrup and the cortisol, not dermatologist, but the doctor also prescribed cortisol or whatever, apparently, like anti-inflammatory. I believe it was for skin. But anyway, I'm done with it today. I was only for like 5 days. So basically I'm not on meds anymore, other than, well, already that doesn't count as meds. My hormone balancing for acne, little 30-day pack Yako Discam doesn't count as meds. It's like putting benzoyl peroxide on the face. Come on. Anyway, whatever. But it requires that I eat it with meals, the first meal of the day. So since my first meal of the day is going to be in the evenings, I'll start taking that in the evenings. instead, because now I want to fast for spiritual reasons. Goodness gracious, like I'm so disquieted by the speech lag, but there's nothing I can do. Getting, you know, there's nothing I can do. I just have to take it in my stride. Yo, as in my life, okay? Why does everybody assume that everybody celebrates Halloween? Like, I don't understand. I don't want to be seeing these images just flashing all up in my grill just because they can. Like, just stop. This is the other phone. I'm even trying to record on this. It's just a waste of my time. So let me not even attempt, because I know it's not going to work out for me. Fasting. I'm so distracted by the speech lag. Mara, as long as y'all can hear, that's all that matters. Okay? I work out. I try to eat as well as I possibly can, given what's available for me. I'd eat a lot better if I was on that tip. I didn't stop taking sugar, but for me, it might as well be the equivalent or tantamount of stopping. Because I used to properly like drink a whole tub of sugar in my coffee, but then I reduced it to two teaspoons. So I reduced sugar, and also my daily shake with that I have as a boost in the morning, like a shot. I now put 1 teaspoon of sugar in there instead of 2. So I used to put like proper 8. I'm not lying to you. I was that girl. Teaspoons of sugar in my coffee, and I went down to 2. And the reason why I did that was because, no, not so much for my skin, maybe, but it was more about my weight. I noticed that I'm not losing weight as quickly as I want to. That might be because I'm getting older, or it might be because I'm just on a caloric deficit. What is a caloric surplus? That my body's like, but I mean, what did you expect? It could also be because of the fact that I am so disquieted by all of the speech lagging. But I'm gonna speak at least up until I get to 20 minutes, and then I'll move to the next part, and hopefully the next part will be less laggy. Less laggy. Just saying laggy takes me 10 years, according to this. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yes, sugar. I'm explaining something. I'm ultimately gonna get to a point that is appreciated. I can't. I'm sorry, I'm moving to the next part. When I checked the video for speech lag, there was no lag, but I see it here as I'm recording, so I guess I'm just gonna have to like maybe look somewhere else so as to not be distracted, but I don't want to not look away. Anyway, I cut down sugar because I noticed that I'm losing weight. I'm not as thick as I was when I first went back to working out, but I'm losing it too slowly for my liking, too slowly. It likely is because the past few years I dropped quite a lot of weight due to the fact that I was always fasting. Alongside exercising a whole bunch. So I had stopped fasting because I was all disillusioned, and I was like, fasting is doing nothing for me because look at my life. I'm not getting answered prayer, and I keep entering into a new fast every time after breaking one. So I haven't fasted for something like 2 months, 2.5 months. That is a very long amount of time in my life. But the other day, the Holy Spirit has been urging me to fast, but I haven't been doing it. And the other day I remembered the word of God where it is written that some demons come out only with fasting and prayer. So I've been praying. That's never stopped. You see, my lag. I've got a lag here, guys. You know, we're just going to take the lag in our stride and just talk. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is the fact that you can hear me. Okay, I told myself, I stopped fasting because I was disillusioned. I was brokenhearted. I was looking around at the lack of answered prayer. I had just come out of a series of fasts where I only had like a break of 3 to 4 days in the middle of them. These fasts of which were about a month long each, 6 weeks each. And I would only take 3 days break in the middle because of the amount of demonic attack. And after fasting for like 6 weeks, like back to back, for crying out loud, still no answered prayer. It's still quiet. I am still living in the squalor. My situation is still really terrible. And so I got all disillusioned, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna eat, plus I have to go back to exercise, because there was a time when I was all stagnant, dormant, essentially, from exercise, doing nothing. I was sedentary, and I gained a whole bunch of weight. I hated the way my body looked. I was weakening in my muscles, blah blah, for like a whole year. I wasn't stagnant or sedentary the whole year, but I was not consistent with exercise because of some beastly animal that knocked on my door, that came into my life from the US, that caused me so much sorrow and insecurity, and he was just a horrible influence, that because of his little stint in my life for 5 seconds, I basically let myself go. But then I went back, you guys know that, about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, and I've been consistent until I was stopped dead in my tracks by a disease that laid me to the ground. I got sick, I was all coughing. Yes, it was a disease. Let's call a spade a spade. I was mowed to the ground by that illness, and for the first week I was justifiably mown to the ground. The second week, not so justifiably. The second week I was just scared because I did not have medication, that if I go back in that wind of night and I exercise, I'm going to worsen my condition. But then I went to the doctor on Tuesday, is it? And I've been on antibiotics and now I'm completely cleared. And there's nothing that's scaring me, that's making me feel like, you know, this illness might just hop onto something and just run with it. And then next thing I've got bronchitis and I gotta be hospitalized or something. So I'm basically healed 100%, so there is safety now. So the first week I justifiably was mowed down because I wanted to rest. The second week I was not so justified, but I was just scared to exercise lest I should flourish a new pathogen from the sky that's gonna make my life real hard. But that time of that downtime made me very sad. I'm depressed. I don't have all the endorphins in my body, the dopamine, basically whatever it is that is released in your system when you exercise, that dancer's high, a runner's high, a squatter's high is gone, and the juice that it put in my system has made me very depressed. And I mean, perpetually still getting attacked. Just because I stopped working out doesn't mean that those who attack would also give me a break. Nobody out just trying to give me a Kit Kat. So for those reasons, I've endured quite a lot of spiritual abuse in the past 2 weeks that I've been on downtime. And I'm concerned about me potio all over. But not to worry. Me potio, I don't know if I've gained weight or whatever since then, because I never really can tell if I've gained weight other than with my clothing. I don't do scales and all that jazz. My clothes still fit more or less the same, which is the issue for me. I want my clothes to not be so snug anymore. I want all my bras to fit again. Stop walking. I hate my life. I hate my life, but with a passion. Do you understand? Because I don't have privacy. I hate this. I have to constantly be interrupted from what I'm doing because of like people just walking around outside. I'm agitated all the time because of that. I don't understand why. This is my life. Anyway, I'm gonna try and speak through the distraction. Where was I? Anyway, whatever. They went inside the house now. I'm good. Let's move back to what I was talking about, my body. I forgot actually. So if I'm hopping around from topic to topic, please, I'll eventually seal this in one understandable piece. Goodbye, please just go with your motorcycle. Anyway, yeah, I want all my bras to fit. My clothes got snug in this year that I've been doing nothing with my life, basically, where I've been sedentary. My clothes started to get snug. Even clothes that were relatively well-fitting prior to me losing my job started to get snug. After losing everything, I lost weight. I didn't gain it. I lost a lot of weight. So basically, both of my legs could end up fitting into one leg of a jean. Yeah, that is how skinny I became. I was a regular medium-sized woman that had already lost weight because of having commenced intermittent fasting due to my religion. It was spiritually motivated. My fasts back in the day, they had nothing to do with me wanting to lose weight, but the collateral benefit was that I lost weight because when I was in my old relationship, I had ballooned. I keep saying whenever you're with a bad man, you will get fat or you will get thin, but you're just not going to maintain something good. I got fat and I was also on the pill, so I got off the pill and I started fasting because I was a Christian, and then I lost all the weight that I had gained in that relationship because of that, right? Without any exercise. And so basically before I lost everything, I had already lost weight. I'd already regained my figure to a certain extent, and then I got thrown into a lot of persecution and sorrow, and things just went downhill from there, and I just got even thinner. I got emaciated. So basically all the clothes that I had prior to losing everything were of a medium-sized woman more or less, that had lost the weight of the days yonder. Yeah. Those clothes that I owned just before losing everything, they're starting to get snug, meaning that I'm getting bigger than what I was after coming to Christ. Because when I came to Christ, I stopped fornicating, so I dropped the pill. I started intermittent fasting, where it is that I would fast maybe like 2 or 3 times a week, a 6 to 6. Yeah, and I lost weight without exercise. And I shopped for that body and it was maintained for something like 2 years. Having lost everything then, I lost even more weight because of sorrow. So my body is not one, naturally, to just kind of hold on to a whole bunch of fat. And I know that there's a lot of abuse all up in my grill, bad influences all up in my system, when I ballooned beyond a certain size. And the only time in my life that I ever ballooned beyond a certain size was when I was in a 5-year relationship with a man that didn't make any sense for me. I ate and I ate and I ate and I ballooned and I did not take care of myself. So that was like a sight for sore eyes for me back then that I overcame. And then I met another random balloon of a buffoon of a man, and I stopped working out because of him. I became sedentary, and here it is that I grew again. I ballooned, I spread yet again. And in spreading, I did not quite check myself because I was not going anywhere. Nobody was telling me, Ganabo, you've gained weight, right? Because nobody up in this monster environment will ever tell me when there was a problem with me. Where, like, they will never say it. They'll just let me go. They'll let me waste away. So nobody here told me, Ganabo, you've gained weight. What's going on? Are you letting yourself go? So I don't see myself. All I see or all I feel are how much tighter my jeans are. I don't get on a scale, nothing of that nature. Breasts, bras upon not fitting, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, no, things are getting out of hand here. I need all of my bras to fit. I need like proper. So I've got a goal right now to have my boobs fit into all of my bras without them spilling over. My sports bras that I bought in this season. In other words, it was not at the time when I was working at MTN because of the fact that I was not exercising. I never used to work out. Back in the day, I didn't do that. I was not that lifestyle girl like I am now. But I work out now. And so I bought these sports bras having like basically measured my chest at the store before I bought them. And they fitted properly and they would cover all of, that's why they're called sports bras. They gotta cover everything so you're not getting these things just hopping around in the gym when you're jogging, jumping up and down. Yeah, no, my boobs are spilling out of my sports bras. And that for me is like, that's my goal. That's been my goal. That's what I'm measuring. And you know, when you wash stretchy material over time, it stretches and stretches and gets a little bit looser or bigger. So I've washed those bras a couple of times already because I was working out every single day, wearing them every single week. And yeah, so they should bind, like at this point, be a little looser than they were when I had first just bought them. Yes, stretchy materials also tend to shrink a little too after you wash them, but if you've used them for a very long amount of time, they just stretch and stretch. All right, they get bigger. Yeah, you understand what I'm talking about. And with those bras, having seen the washing machine a couple of times, I find it unacceptable that they still are spilling, are causing my boobs to spill out. And we all know they don't look cute. That is not cute when a woman, it looks like she's got 3 boobs or 5 boobs because there's like a groove between. Yeah, you get my point. Your bras don't fit on that day, girl, get new bras. And I don't have money, plus I don't even want to get money to buy new bras that fit because I am thoroughly trying to shrink until they fit. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm currently wearing sports bras that if I jump a little too high, I'm gonna have to, you know, stand to the side and just like tuck my boob in. And I don't like that. I don't like it. And I've been using my sports bras to gauge whether or not I'm losing weight. Am I getting to where I need to get? I've got these shorts that I am basically waiting to wear again and not have them be somnganga. So far, my clothes don't not fit. They're somnganga, like, as in, that's a word in my language for real tight. They're like a squeezy thing. And I don't ever want to get to a point where I can't button anything. And I'm on the verge of that, right? So I have noticed that I have lost weight, but I am still only able to wear stretchy pants that I've always had that can accommodate me gaining a little bit of weight. I am not yet at the place where I can rock jeans to exercise because I dance to work out. Therefore, jeans look really good. In that type of working mode, I like to look fashionable sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm a human being. I get to be choosy with my outfit options for working out. But I can't wear jeans because jeans are too tight. If at all, you're not going to wear loose jeans for you to work out in. They're not ideal to work out in, but if you're a dancer, they just look good. They go well with dance, if you know what I mean. And I've got these jeans that are torn by the knee that look really good during exercise, but if I'm skinny, because otherwise if I wear them, they're like tight, they're snug, I can't do a proper squat going all the way down, plus I might just hear. Not only that, when I go down, they're gonna crawl down my my bum, exposing my crack, and that's just not going to be kosher at all. They're not going to fit, and it's going to restrict my malleability, my meandering on that floor, if you know what I mean. And I need to be flexible when I move, when I dance, when I do what I do. Amen. God knows I love how to dance. Oh, God knows I love dance. Anyway, whatever. And so I am gunning to go back to exercising, wearing jeans some days. All the pants that are available for me to work out in, I want to wear them. Pants that are not made of lycra or stretchy material, but are like linen, hard knock fiber lisaga. I want to be able to wear those because they're loose enough on my body for me to not be contained in what I can do in those pants. There are pants that I am looking at that already, when my mom is the one that bought them for me during one of her seasons of feeling generous, and she bought them based on the skinny body that I had at the time, and they used to fit absolutely perfectly, as in like just kind of pants that you can't afford to lose a single gain a single kilogram, because then they're gone, and those are gone now. Those are gone. I can't fit into them. And then there are others that used to fit me when I was employed. In other words, the biggest weight to date, the biggest weight that I have been, that I had been for years. Because just after losing my job, that's when I lost a lot of weight. And so I am the biggest I've ever been, even from before. So in years, essentially. Because one little monster came into my life. One little monster came into my life, and I gained, I don't know how many kilograms. Never mind that, but just a loss of even muscle development. I just lost a lot, okay? And I'm trying to regain that. I am not even back at where I used to be in terms of fitness. I'm still not, you know, there was a time when I used to work out, when I would touch certain parts of my body and I would feel developing muscles in places where I'd never felt that muscle group before so prominently. And I'm still touching myself around that area to feel if that's back, and it's not yet back. Like around my glutes, around my certain, like my outer thighs, and even my arms. I'm just not quite where I used to be. And yeah, it's gonna take some time for me to get back to where I was at, and I've been taken back 2 weeks, and that's not kosher. But I'm trying to rebuild my strength and also get to a certain level of leanness. I want to be thin. Do you understand? Thin, like proper, not even, I want to be thin, like I'm not even trying to lie. That's always been my preferred size. I've never liked the whole thick movement. I've never liked it. I'm tall, you guys, and being a tall woman, it's always just worked in my favor to be skinny, because then it made me look like a model. However, if you're tall and you're also kind of thick, you just look like a man, kind of butch, you know. And I prefer to look like a dainty little figurine of a like ballerina, rather than look like, I don't know, like Inga. I don't know, I don't look like Inga. So I don't have the luxury that many shorter women have with you know, bulking their thighs, bulking their what do you call this thing? Bulking their arms and just being kind of thick. I don't have the luxury to want to go out like that, because I am too tall to get beefy. I just can't. I prefer lean, I prefer skinny, because I'm tall. I'm 1.75 meters tall, and frankly I want to remain looking like a dainty little skinny girl. So I prefer being thin, and I don't ever want to let myself get bigger than a certain size, and right now I'm not comfortable with what I am. So my goal is to lose weight. That's what's good. I want to lose weight so I can fit into all the clothes, at least at a minimum, that I used to fit into back when I was employed, because right now they're snug. I want to get back into that. And my goal is also to shrink my boobs down to fit into my bras. Do you understand? Yeah, once I can get that right, then I'll know that I've reached the perfect weight. I understand that in order for me to get there, I need to be on a loftier caloric deficit than the one that I am on. At this rate, I could get to where I want to get, but it's going to take too long, because I'm losing weight too slowly, evidencing that I am on too insignificant a caloric deficit. And I realized that all throughout these years that I have been losing all this weight, unintentionally, frankly, because it was because of sorrow and suffering that I lost the weight. But I was happy with how skinny, no, there was a time when I was too thin. I was too thin. But there is a thinness that I prefer. It's healthy, there's meat on you, but you still qualify as a slender girl. I want to go to that. And I realized that the only reason I was able to maintain that slender frame, despite how much food I would eat at dinner or whatever, was because I was always fasting. I was always fasting for spiritual reasons, because of my spiritual war. All of these attacks I'm enduring on the daily, ceaselessly, with nonsense rubbish people insisting that I don't live and I don't survive. Yeah, I've had to blow down their arguments and blow down their attacks and all the demons that they send all up in my grill with fasting. And so I've been fasting and I've been praying, because the scriptures make it clear that some demons only come out with fasting and prayer. So as a Christian, you can't not fast, because there are some strong men that you're not going to be able to uproot without a fast. Some things are only achievable spiritually with a fast. The Bible makes that clear. There are others, however, that you can just pray and it's done. And that is a conviction that I've always had, but I've been disillusioned of late, saying to God, but I've been fasting and nothing is happening. So I just went on right ahead and ate my fill of dinner, ate my fill of breakfast, and even then it's not that much. I'll tell you what I eat every single day. Some people might argue it's a lot, but it's not. Anyway, whatever. In the morning, I would first, after brushing my teeth and everything, I have a glass of water. And then have my shake, my drink, which is a shot, basically, which is a combination of cocoa, fenugreek, linseeds, moringa, did I mention linseed? I did. Rosemary. If I have sunflower seeds, are also mixed in there with sesame seeds. I have, whatever I have, this parsley, basically just a combination of like some herbs and spice. Turmeric, black pepper is in there. Yeah, whatever. That's like a whole shot that I have every morning, type thing. And then after that, I will let that chill in my stomach and do a thing, and I will let like half an hour progress, and then after that half an hour has progressed, I will then have 2 servings of fruit. So I will have like a peach and a banana, or a banana and a tangerine, or usually it's a banana and some other fruit, okay, because I prefer to have a banana first thing ever, because it's like really hard knock. So if you're going to be awake for many hours after the banana, it's not going to wreak that much havoc, but I like it for its benefits, so I eat it. I used to juice my fruit, but I got lazy, so now I eat them, and I think that also might contribute. I also used to have an apple cider vinegar with lemon drink in the mornings, but that became a financial issue where I literally could not afford apple cider vinegar. So because it was inconsistently all up in my grill, I stopped doing that, and I would drink the ACV and lemon drink with a straw so as to not mess with my teeth, because it can erode away at your teeth. Apple cider vinegar, that is, to get my digestive system started before drinking everything else that I've told you. But I stopped doing that. However, I intend on going back to it. So the makeshift diet that I have right now is this one. I then have that apple and the banana, the banana and the other fruit. I then let 2 whole hours progress, right? And then I only after those 2 hours I will then have oat muesli, which is berry muesli. It's got a mix of strawberries. What do you call this? It has got a mix of strawberries, pumpkin seeds, blah blah. It's muesli, okay? Like, yeah, muesli. I have muesli. Muesli is oatmeal, guys, with like, glamorized version. Yeah, I don't like jungle oats in the worst way, because it looks like snot and it feels like snot, so we don't do snot. Anyway, whatever, I've told you guys. So that's how I bring my oatmeal in, and that oatmeal drink, that meal that I then eat after 2 hours of the first banana and the whatnot, I have it with yogurt and some milk in there from my yogurt, of which is for me the probiotics. I need that, right? And then I also add 2 or 3 other servings of fruit to that meal. So it's like my lunch. That's my lunch. So my breakfast is 2 servings of fruit with that drink that has seeds and is like linseed. It's kind of like a meal replacement in and of itself. And then my lunch is the oatmeal with like 3 servings, 2 to 3 servings of fruit. And the fruit this time around, it would be like blueberries or strawberries and a peach or an apple or something of that nature, whatever is available all up in this monster. Those are usually the fruits that are available. And then I would have it with that coffee of mine that had 8 sugars in it, like proper, telling myself that I'm eating healthy elsewhere, so let me have 8 sugars. My coffee, my drink in the morning also has ginger. Did I mention that? My coffee, it's not just coffee on its own. I put it's coffee with my sugar, but now I've reduced my sugar but I would put in my coffee cocoa in it for the antioxidants, and the cocoa powder also has got like some rosemary in it, and it's got some other things I put in there. Okay, maybe parsley, I don't know, but like it's got stuff. Oh yeah, did I mention my early morning drink also has bitter aloe, so it doesn't taste that good, but it's powerful in my system. The one that I have first. Yeah, so we've got just like think about all that I'm putting in my body. I then mix not just the cocoa but also a combination of ginger and moringa. A small little serving. It's got ginger, moringa, and some other spices, and maybe some chia seeds. I put like half a teaspoon in my coffee with my sugar, with my coffee, with that cocoa, with that whatnot, mix it up, half a cup, and that's what I have for coffee. So I don't have my coffee first thing, I have my coffee in the middle of the day, in the afternoon. That's what's good. This is like now at around 3 o'clock. My lunch is at around 3 o'clock. Why? Because I don't wake up in the morning, guys. I wake up literally at 11 to 12 because I sleep at like 3 to 4 a.m. So that would be the equivalent of lunch. If at all I was a person that would wake up at 6 or 7 in the morning, I would have had all those drinks in the morning, and I would now be having this at like 1:12, but I have it at like 3:30, sometimes 4 p.m. because of the time that I wake up. Cool beans and bananas. So that's what I have, and I eat that while I do whatever, and I go to the bathroom something like 4 to 5 times a day proper. And by bathroom, y'all know what I'm talking about, number 2, not even 1, because I'm very regular as a result of that particular thing. The food that I eat, that would be my lunch. There then would be a couple of hours that progressed ever since that lunch, like 4 or something, because I'm done like what, 4:30, I'm done eating that luncheon. I exercise from 8:30. All right, 8 to 8:30 in the evening, and so a couple of hours have progressed, so my body's not heavied with these ingredients, but I've already gotten quite a lot of energy, and from that energy I work out for 2 hours. My goal is to go back to 2.5 hours like before, but when I cut down my content I realized it's only 1.5 hours, so really I'm trying to go back to where I used to be. But right now I am successfully actively working out, actually doing something instead of just recording and switching off and not editing, but checking out my footage. It's from usually 8:30 to 10:30, so that will be 2 hours. I want to take it up to 2.5 hours, and in total hopefully get like 2 hours in of exercise every single day. That's what I'm gunning for, but by the time I get to the end of those 2 hours, I'm too exhausted, too exasperated, meaning that I haven't yet gained my stamina at the level that it used to be. So I'm gonna go there, but unfortunately right now I feel like I've gone back, and I'm gonna struggle today. It's probably gonna be such a heave just to get like motivated, and not motivated, that I got, but pushing to a certain amount of time. But I love dance so much that when the time progresses without me noticing, but there comes a time when I'm so exasperated that I can't push anymore. Okay, anyway, I've told you guys that, and then after exercising I then have that drink that I have in the morning with the bitter aloe, the linseed, the chia seeds, the whatnot, the fenugreek, the blah blah, to get my digestive system started. I have it again after exercise. It's like my protein shake. That's what I take, and then I shower, blah blah, all that jazz, and now it's time to have dinner. And dinner is usually whatever has been cooked in the house, and that involves a lot of times tomato-based gravy that's maybe got some cauliflower in it, green peppers, onion, blah blah. It also involves chicken, some protein. It involves cabbage, some other vegetable. It involves rice. I prefer to have the rice. My mom recently has gone on some diet, and so she has left out the carbohydrates at the end of it, the pasta or the rice or whatever. So I prefer to have my rice there. I've got the rice, and that's what I have in my plate at dinner. I tend to have 3 portions of chicken for protein, and also because it's just delicious, and it's my I get to do that. Okay, yeah, and that's dinner. And dinner I have it unfortunately with orose, because that's just me with sugar. I could have it with water, just water, and on the days when orose is not here I have it with water, but it's an old habit that is not dying hard because it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep having juice with dinner. It's always gonna be there. If it was my own choice I would have chosen cranberry juice, but 100%, but I'm poor, so we take whatever juice is in the house, and it's a concentrate that you have to mix with water. Oros, I'm not getting rid of it. So I noticed that I'm not losing weight as much as I want to. Having communicated to you all that food that I eat, do you think it's a lot, guys? Do you think it's a lot? I don't think so. It's okay. I mean, come on. Oh, yo. But then I know, because I don't think I eat a lot, I imagine that maybe the reason I'm losing weight so slowly is because of the sugar. I've got quite a bit of sugar. I really just kind of slather the sugar in, and I made a decision therefore to cut the sugar so that I could lose weight faster. But on the date that I decided to cut sugar, I got sick. So I can't gauge, I can't measure, if at all, if I cut the sugar and I exercise, if it's gonna make me lose weight faster, type thing. But I think I've noticed that in this 2 weeks that has progressed without me exercising, I've kind of noticed that I think I haven't gained weight because of the fact that I've cut sugar. I still kept them, I maintained the cut sugar, and I'm getting used to it. You know, not so much get rid of Oros at night, but half a cup instead of half a glass instead of like the full thing. Whatever, like I've never had to measure calories and stuff like that, guys, in my life. So I think I'm getting old, and it's just really disquieting. I've never had to do that, but now I'm doing it, okay? But I also imagine that one of the biggest reasons why I'm not losing weight as fast as I used to is because back then I was also intermittently fasting. And right now I haven't been fasting. I've been eating these meals that I've told you. I've been eating them every single day, even on the weekends. Only difference with the weekends is that instead of having my nutrient shot twice a day, I have it once, because on the weekends I don't work out. So yeah, it's to replenish energy just before dinner type establishment thing. I've also kind of reduced the portions that I eat for dinner to try and lose weight. But right now I can't expect to lose weight when I'm chilling or sedentary. I gotta only measure that stuff later on, you guys. Later on, I'm saying only at that stage when I'm exercising. Like tonight I'm gonna work out, and over the next week I'll check to see if I'm losing the weight that I want to lose. And if I lose it, yay, hallelujah. But you must understand that I am entering a fast. I'm going back to fasting, one, because I want to motivate my weight loss to happen faster. Indeed, I do. But I'm also fasting because, how in the world and the heaven you gonna go and capitalize on a woman's sorrow? The demonic abuse and attack has been exorbitant. It has been exorbitant, and I realized that yes, then I need to clear the air in the cosmos. I need to clear the air. I have not been fasting for 2 months, and I think at this point witches are feeling like they're like Sia. I'm gonna swing on a chandelier, on a chandelier. Yeah, that's like it. So now I gotta go shoot down that monkey from the chandelier. I've been shooting monkeys down, but there are others that don't come out without fasting. So whatever demons have been getting sent to me that are piling in my room, I gotta throw a nuke on them. And so I'm entering into a month-long fast. Let's move to the next part while I open for my cat.